Yo, what's good, mi gente? You is now tuned in to Pura Cultura Sin Censura, and this is your boy Lazy.
And I'm Smiley.
And together we are the
Mexi Twins. Yeah. Back to regular program,
Back
man.
to the regular program.
No funny business today, man.
Keep it in 100.
Oh, we always keep it 100, Lazy.
However we.
Might joke a little bit here and there, but
We wasn't keeping it 100 when we said that.
that last intro,
Yeah.
no.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm glad you said that cringy thing, because it was cringe, but it was a joke that had to be done.
Yeah, we?
You know, it's one of them things, bro. You know, when you're creating content, you gotta create content, man. But yo, man, there's a lot of shit going on, man.
A lot of shit, way. What do we get started with? You know, should we talk about the assassination that happened first, way?
I think that's the main one, bro. That's the most popular one that's going on right now, bro. I'm sure everyone's heard about it. You know, the United Healthcare Group CEO getting,
Whacked.
He got whacked in, Midtown Manhattan. You know, the last time they did a hit this big was when they whacked out Paul Castellano from the Gambino family, man.
The boss of bosses.
The boss of bosses got taken down in Manhattan, bro. And this one wasn't as big showcase like they did Paul Castellano, because I did look up the locations of these of where the CEO of United Healthcare Group got whacked and where Paul Castellano got whacked.
Yeah.
Bro, they were like 10 blocks away, bro. Like close.
10 blocks is a big distance in New York, way.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Didn't we stay at that Hilton?
Yeah, bro. That's another thing. I'm like,
why do you say yeah, way? Like it could have been us.
No.
Don't say like, bro.
Bro, if we would have stayed there 10 years later, we would have been at the same hotel. No, but that is trippy, bro. I mean, I'm not trying to be that guy that tries to always put myself in the story somehow.
I always knew there was like a darkness in that place.
But yeah, bro, he got whacked at the same hotel that we stayed at before. You know what I mean? At the Hilton in Manhattan.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Crazy shit. But for the people that don't know, Paul Castellano was the boss of the Gambino family. That he got whacked out because John Gotti wanted to be the boss. And then he basically,
him and Sammy the Bull.
Him and Sammy the Bull Gravano.
Hammy.
He had the hammy on him.
You ain't about that life, way.
Him and Sammy the Bull.
Suburban ass gangster.
They basically, Paul Castellano was the boss. They went under him and they teamed up, they started spreading the word with all the under guys, basically saying, hey, the big boss, he's not for us. He's not, he's moving more like a corporation instead of a mafia,
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same old shit that happens in any organization, bro. People start putting false information out there, para que les convenga, to make the move that they want to make. But anyways, when they killed Paul Castellano, they had like fucking 10 shooters, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Castellano pulled up to a restaurant where they had set him up. It was all planned for him to go to a restaurant for a meeting. And, 10 guys pulled up on him walking, bro.
Yeah.
No mask. All they had was like some Russian style winter hats, bro. That supposedly they did it to kind of throw off the people from identifying anybody, which they still got identified. But they walked on Paul Castellano as he was getting out of his car and then just unloaded, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They whacked him and the driver, bro, just for being the damn driver these days, bro. They don't respect the damn drivers these days.
No, it wasn't an Uber driver, homie. This vato was also in the life,
Yeah, he was the guy under. He's not the underboss, but the
Was he the consigliere?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Consigliere.
Yeah, that guy.
I still said it fucked up.
But so it's wild, right? That
Yeah.
New York City is known for, these big hits, but this one was unexpected. But it's so crazy how it's being how the American people are taking it, right? Because the CEO of this United Healthcare Group, he got whacked, but then you look at the comments, right? Because I first saw it on TikTok, bro, and you see the video and it stops where he's about to shoot him, right?
Yeah.
And then like I'm like, oh shit, you know. And then they say, you know, this dude got killed, blah blah blah, by a masked gunman. It looked like a professional motherfucker, bro. Like
He's some kind of something because the photos that they've released, this motherfucker's smiling at Starbucks way. Like,
yeah,
I'd be shaking like a leaf if I knew I had to go whack a motherfucker. Yo, how
be
you
fucking
gotta?
spilling the coffee all over your hands.
Coffee is the last thing I'm drinking. That raises anxiety. Way
Oh shit,
too much
bro.
caffeine. Way
Yeah,
I need a
man.
downer. Way let me pop a couple perks. Way
Mommy's way. What's it called? But yeah, bro. This dude looks like a professional hitman, right? Because
does he though?
bro, I mean, and this is from what even the police are saying, bro. That the stance he had, there was a good stance. That he kept his calm because the gun ended up jamming, and as it was jammed, he's still walking towards them, bro.
I would have. Ya valió madres, güey. And ya valió pura verga. Córrele, güey. You know, I would have been gone.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That
You know?
motherfucker said, nah. We're going to clear this chamber.
They calling him John Wick, bro, because that's how professional he kept it, right? So he shot him once, but he wanted to keep shooting him. Gun jammed. He was walking towards him as he was trying to unjam it. He ended up unjamming it and boom, unloaded a few more into the dude. And then, you know, he walked off and then jumped on a e-bike, you know, and the last place that he was seen was Central Park, that he went to Central Park to get, you know, to get lost.
Get lost in there. It's a big ass park.
Because if you pay attention, New York City is going to have cameras all over the place. Yeah. Just like they already have cameras of him at the coffee shop. They have cameras of him waiting outside of the hotel.
The taxi. Have you seen those images?
I haven't seen that one.
There's going to be a hater out there, bro, that's like, I went to high school with that motherfucker. That dude right there, and they're going to drop a name. Like.
But, yeah, bro. Like, it seems like a lot of people are not feeling bad for this CEO that got whacked. And the CEO, he's from our state, bro. He's from Minnesota, a fellow Minnesotan.
Yeah, way. Yeah.
Got knocked off the map.
He did, way. And he's a billionaire.
I don't know if he's a billionaire. He's a millionaire.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So he's up there, like in the millions. Because I looked at like the other CEOs of different health insurances or whatever the fuck. Why is he walking around like a regular civilian though?
That's crazy, right?
You know what I mean? It's like
I'm sure in New York City, bro, there's a lot of millionaires walking around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
I don't know, bro. Like because so many more details have been coming out that he had received death threats already.
But that's coming from his wife, and from what I hear, him and his wife they're like in the midst of divorce and shit, bro.
I'm not the kind of I don't want to say that I can see things or I have that extra sense way, but she dropped a fucking like you know when somebody loses a loved one and they like release a statement.
Yeah.
It sounded so not very loving, bro.
Because from what I hear, they're like not together no more.
Yeah, it's like all she said that it was like something like in loving words was like he was a great he was a great father, you know. He was a shitty husband though. You know what I mean? Like she didn't say that, but I'm saying like I caught that vibe of like, man, if I die, I would. Do you think like okay in tragedies? Are you releasing a statement within hours of your loved one getting murdered?
Nah, bro.
You know, you're gonna be like, yo, you know what? We our family needs some privacy right now. We're trying to figure out this. We're still in shock, you know. That's the way I'd feel. I wouldn't even have to say that. Like, yo, I ain't answering that phone. No news outlets really give a fuck. They just want the bigger, you know, latest news and shit.
Right.
But yeah, like she was quick to do a statement, and it sounded so. Not very like it came from the heart way.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say way. I could be wrong, but you know.
Okay.
We're just dropping opinions on this bitch.
Yeah, and really, you know, could it be her sending a hitman so she could keep all the money? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you know these divorces are pretty crazy, especially when you're worth millions, right? But you know, obviously we're not gonna go too far into that. But as far as what people are feeling, I've never really had to deal with any of this, so I don't really have that much. I wasn't aware of this much hatred that people had towards healthcare groups. You know what I mean? because I've luckily, thank God, I've never been in that situation, and I guess family that's been sick, I've never heard of any type of claims being denied, or type of care being denied because of a certain plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, at least as far as I know. But there's people out there that, have been diagnosed with cancer. They've been
Yeah.
diagnosed with certain conditions or certain diseases or illnesses, and from what we're seeing now is that a lot of insurance companies they're doing their best to try to get these claims denied. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And that's fucked up because everyone pays their health insurance, just like we all pay our car insurance and our home insurance. Like we pay health insurance for what? I mean,
Yeah.
we're paying into a system that we're hoping that we never have to use,
Mm-hmm.
but we want it to be there for us if anything ever comes up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And it'll be fucked up that no one's complaining, or they're easily taking our money every month,
Yeah.
but then comes like
They'll drop us if we don't make that payment.
yeah, it quickly will drop us, and then something bad happens, and then they want to they want to do their best to try to get us denied. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people are saying on here. The people's comments were vicious, bro. I want to read some of these comments because they were kind of crazy but creative way. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like, um, one of the more popular ones, bro. They were saying, thoughts and prayers are out of network.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and then when they're asking for help from the people to see if they any eyewitnesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, sorry, can't help. My eye vision insurance was denied.
Oh,
Just all kinds of shit like that were very, very creative. Things that are being said.
Yeah.
Again, there's people out there that have a lot of anger towards it because if it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't them, it was family members.
Yeah.
And I've seen videos of like people that are in the healthcare world, in the healthcare career type of deal, and they're coming out saying like, "Hey, I work in the medical field, and it's sad when insurance companies deny certain claims that should easily be approved, but it was just worded different,
Mm-hmm.
or they didn't like fight it enough." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that reminds me that this healthcare group, the United Healthcare Group, they created an AI system that was automatically like processing people's claims, and it would like deny them. It would mostly deny
Yeah.
them because they said that
It was programmed that way.
it was programmed to just easier deny them than approve them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said that the American people don't fight it. That there's like record of people just not fighting it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they get away with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up. And what these nurses are saying is like, it's sad to see people that are dying just because they don't have the money to be able to pay for the services that they need because insurance companies didn't want to cover it. And these are people that could have easily lived another year, another 5 years, another 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
if they would have just got the help, the care that they should have been able to receive, right?
Yeah.
And that's crazy, Wade, because when you really think about it, we see people pass away, dude. It's like there's no redos, there's no going back, there's no I'll do it better next time. This is like these insurance companies are playing with people's actual lives, way, just for the profit, way. And you see how much money that they're making is just insane, way.
Yeah.
Like, how are you denying like people's claims? And like this one, United Health Group, they were on the Forbes list, number 15 on the Forbes list, way.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
And
like
the greed, is like, it's not like you're doing it for the people to save lives and to, like, and all that bullshit. You're just doing it for how much more money can we make this year? When your bottom line is affected, is like, fuck, we have, all these new cases of cancer or like illnesses that people are going to deal with their whole lives. How can we protect our money by not being able to offer them the help that they need? How the fuck is that a process in a business way? Like, how can we deny them and be legally not responsible for it? And I've seen videos también, way, of people just basically saying, like, talking about their loved ones, way. And, to an extent, we've seen things, once you go in the hospital, you do see that people that see this every day, they have different emotions to like a sick person that might die. You know what I mean? It's just another number. It's just another room. It's just another room that's being taken right now, and tomorrow is gonna be emptied, and then the new person's gonna be in
Yeah.
here. So it's like this machine, and like these people have been desensitized to it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, oh well, I guess he didn't make it.
Yeah.
Poor them. Sorry, your loved ones. He has a week to live. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and uh, a lot of it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the insurance. It's just the whole process of the health system, right? It's like if insurance did the right thing by offering all the help and service that it could do, and then the hospital did the right thing in offering the best help to help a patient, then people would be, a lot more understanding to like, okay, my family member didn't make it just because it was, it was just part of life. He didn't survive it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see like, yo, they're not doing enough. Yo, they're not helping me. Yo, they denied this service for us. Then they're gonna get pissed. Like, yo, my
Yeah.
my family member easily could have lived.
But because of greed and because of saving money for the company, they take that, they're making that their priority
Yeah.
instead of actually helping people. And yeah, that's the fucked up part, man. And once the police started doing their investigation, bro, they found the bullets, bro, or the casings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the casings had some writing on it, and one of them said, they said delay, deny, and defend, right? Referring to insurance, and this is what it means. It's referring to insurers delaying payment on healthcare claims, denying claims, and defending their actions. So it's like it was done with a purpose, bro.
Yeah.
It was everything
He
like
was He was a targeted.
example.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a target example. Um, the dude was there for investors meeting in New York, so they knew where he was gonna be at what times because it was scheduled. But it's like this is like what a lot of people are even hoping that this is a start to what is going to start happening to a lot of these greedy companies. Not and
Yeah.
they're not even just keeping it like healthcare no more.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like spreading out like this type of messages like and this type of mentality spreading out to all CEOs that are just being greedy for everything, right? Um, but that very same day that dude got killed, Blue Cross, they announced something new that they wanted to start doing, which was, when you're gonna go into surgery and they put you to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
what is that called? Anesthesia.
Yeah.
So they give you a certain dosage that is supposed to last for the time that they're given for your surgery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Blue Cross came out with they came out with a new thing that they're gonna start doing, saying that if your surgery lasts if your surgery goes longer and your anesthesia is wearing off and they got to give you more anesthesia, you're responsible for paying for that extra anesthesia that they're going to be giving you.
Fuck, wait.
Yeah,
Cold-hearted motherfucker. Like, all right, and if you don't want to pay, and it's ridiculous, stupid prices, right? If anybody's actually looked at a fucking bill, you'd be like, all right, that shot will probably be like what, $80 or some shit. Like, no, try $1,000. You know what I mean? On the minimum.
I'm
So
pretty sure more.
So you're saying like, oh, because a professional has to come and inject you. And it's bro, it's thousands of dollars for a process. And they're saying, okay, well, if you're broke and you're saying, okay, they're not gonna cover it, I gotta take this fucking pain now. Some
And
motherfuckers,
not just that, like as a surgeon, should you be looking at the clock, being like, yo, we got like 30 minutes left before this person's anesthesia starts wearing off, and they're gonna have to get hit with another dosage, and it's gonna cost them extra this much amount. As a surgeon, you shouldn't be thinking about anything other than doing what you need to be doing at that moment.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's like putting these time frames and all this stuff on people is like that's just crazy to me. Way like at that moment, people should just be making sure that the patient is getting taken care of to the best ability possible. You know, which Blue Cross announced that for like hours, and then they drew back on it, bro.
The
After that,
CEO made a call like,
bro,
"Yo, take that shit down."
bro, I'm telling you, way like it's crazy, but it's like shit like this works, way because they took that new plan that they were gonna start doing, they took that back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the other healthcare companies, they started taking all their CEOs' information off of their websites now. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Because
still not gonna be impossible to find it. You just gotta make a few extra clicks,
yeah, no, and there's people that were making videos that were kind of low key giving people's information, bro.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know, way. Like it was a murder that you didn't expect to see, right? It was like one of them things. Like, is this shit even real?
And I think that like for a long time, like it don't matter what your political views are, bro. Like I think everyone is like everyone kind of sees this in the same way, bro. It's sad to say that someone had lost their life and it took that for people to like agree on something, bro. But it's like
there was no political in the comments, right?
No.
It was like, usually you see something happen and then the comments will be like, oh, he's a Biden vote. You know who he voted for.
He's a Democrat.
Oh, he's for Trump.
Yeah.
This one was strictly like
the rich. This is basically the rich against the poor.
Yeah.
Or the poor against the rich. You know what I mean? So
or just people that are tired with it. Like you mentioned earlier, I've never dealt with like rejection of like any medical service due to my insurance way.
Yeah.
I don't have that insurance pues way, pero from all the comments, it makes you see that this is so common.
Yeah.
Like everybody in the comments is pissed to the point where they're happy a motherfucker got murked way. That's it used to sound crazy to basically be making jokes or be happy that somebody got murdered way. Everybody was like, yeah, who's next now?
Yeah.
Like let's don't arrest him. He still has a whole job to do. You know what I mean?
And people like making videos of like when you see the killer, when you see the I forgot what they're calling him, and it's just like people just acting like they don't see anything, bro, because no one wants him to get caught. Like in reality,
I don't want him to get caught.
Yeah, man. People are seeing him like a hero, right?
Yeah,
like he actually did the people a favor, because whether people like it or not, people are gonna think twice before they start doing certain decisions, bro. Because like we got to the point where these billionaire companies like se están pasando, güey. Se están pasando de verga big time, bro.
They're trying to see, like I worked at a company way. I used to work for a company. I used to work, period. Way. Check this out. I worked for a company way that every year, they're talking about their bottom line, right? And part of the employee's job is, how do we figure out how to save some money? So how do we fix a process, or how do we add a process, or how do we eliminate a certain step here or whatever, right? But we're trying to eliminate something in the process that's going to make our job more efficient, more safe, and be able to do something quicker and, get the same result, but just quicker and, saving money along the way. That's manufacturing. But in these companies of insurance, it's like, how do we save some more money? It's like deny the cancer treatment, deny that's like
say those doctors are out of network.
Yeah,
because like both of our girls work in the medical field. Your girl's like a nurse. My girl, she works in the
corporate side of it.
In the corporate, but she works in the side of like processing like people's information so they can get approved for certain procedures and all that, bro. So she works on that side of things, right? Just making sure that they can. I don't know the exact details, but it's in that.
She's told you. You just ain't been listening, player.
Oh shit. She works. Well, what she does, she works in that type of career,
field,
right? Yeah. Where she's processing claims, or she's approving claims, or she's approving certain. She's processing certain stuff that's gonna get their procedures approved. That's more. That sounds to me.
Okay.
From what I'm remembering now, that said that. Yeah, that sounds more familiar.
She's gonna be listening like, bro, that ain't my title, boy.
Yo, see, we should have got our girls on here for this one, but yeah, man. So it's like this is serious stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's crazy, you know, because we all pay into insurance, and like I said, we just hope that it does right when it's time for them to pay out. But it's like they move so strategically way that you gotta be super careful, right? Like this past summer, I was I don't know if we talked about it on here, but we were at the boat launch, right? And I saw a car. You know, I had the Mamalona Park, bro, right? I had it parked. You know, I always used to try to park in places where people aren't gonna accidentally hit me or whatever. Well, anyways, this time, as I was pulling into the driveway, bro, I saw some dude fucking trying to park, but his trailer got caught into my back bumper of my truck, bro.
Was it the back? I thought it was the front way.
Oh, the front bumper. My bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it got caught into the front bumper of my truck, and I get there. The dude didn't try to deny it. Obviously, I caught him red-handed. We exchange information.
Caught him red-handed. That's weasel talk.
and then we exchange information. He gives me his insurance information. I give him mine and all that. Come Monday morning, I call his insurance company and I say, hey, I'm just reporting this because, oh no, I think I called my insurance company and he contacted their insurance company or whatever.
Don't you just love when people just follow the laws and have insurances that everything just goes the way that it's supposed to go?
Yeah, that's true. But their insurance still wanted to kind of like get out of it because they knew that they were at fault. The money was going to come out of their pocket, right? So so my insurance guy calls me back and says, hey, yeah, so he already reported himself, but their insurance wants to talk to you. So expect a call from them. And then the other people's insurance called me, and he's questioning me, right? Because he wants to see if I fuck up anywhere, right? So he's like, okay, so I already heard the story, but I just want to hear it from you. If you can just go back and tell me where it started off and what happened and this and that. Okay. So then
his truck, his trailer, it reverse. That motherfucker.
That motherfucker beach hit me. But yeah, bro. So then I go through, I tell him exactly how it happened, and then at the end he's like, okay, well, yeah, that matches with the story he gave me. So we're gonna go ahead and approve this and blah blah blah. But it's like, bro, they're still like seeing if they can get out of it somehow because their insurance was gonna have to pay for his trailer because his trailer even busted up a little bit, and they're gonna pay to fix my truck, right? But it's like that's what they're that's how they're
what they're there for.
Yeah, that's
right?
what they're trained for. They're like, we need to try to get as many things denied as possible because obviously, at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, they want to see more profit on their end.
Man, we need to talk to some insurance people, bro. Like, do you get bonuses if you've like rejected certain ¿cómo se puede decir? Like not situations, but cases, and you were actually successful on them? You know what I mean? And you saved the company $100,000 at the end of the year.
I'm sure, bro. But it's like as far as like the medical stuff, like I don't know, I couldn't sleep at night.
These motherfuckers don't give a fuck, way.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you could be paying me $10 million. You could offer me $10 million a year, way. I'm being honest, bro. But my job title and my job responsibilities were to try to create processes that can get as many claims denied for people that need treatment. Like I couldn't live like that way. There's
how can you sleep at night?
That's what I'm saying. Like like these motherfuckers. Like yes, you're getting paid millions a year, but it's like this is the kind of stuff you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like nah, bro. Like that to me, that's not worth it. Way.
Yeah, it definitely takes. There's certain jobs that it takes a certain kind of person to do. Way those kind of jobs where it takes a certain kind of person to be able to overlook the humanity side of it, right? Yeah. Do not think about the families that are suffering and watching their family member die because of an insurance situation, and you're still able to go to vacation to Europe or a resort or some shit and not think about that because those things happen every fucking day.
Yeah.
Yeah, way. It just takes a certain type of person, but as far as the shooter, bro, there is a lot more pictures coming out. I have a feeling that he's gonna get busted. You know what I mean?
I think yeah, like we're living in the age where there's so much technology, but um, he might have did it so. I mean, he seems like a smart person just by seeing the way it went. It all went, he went about it. But we
Do
live
you think?
in the day with so much cameras everywhere.
Do you think he was hired? What would you be more happy with? Or maybe that's the wrong word, but what would you like more of the result? That he did it for a personal reason, like one of his family members got denied, or was he hired? Obviously, the personal reason,
I think a personal reason
right?
would be like a better
Like a
story, right?
vengeance, like
Yeah.
you took my brother, motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. That would be like some real shit, bro. But I think that this is what, you know, I think this is what's gonna start scaring people, bro. Like, because, like, I feel like racism is like it was created in a way for everyone here at the bottom to be fighting against each other, to be like, nah, Mexicans are better, no, blacks are better, no, Asians are better. We're all fighting at the bottom
We
about.
all know whites are better. Just
Yo,
fucking.
yo, lazy. I know you're wearing a red hat right
you
now,
took
bro.
you took that joke way too
Yeah, I
serious,
don't like that
way.
joke, bro. But it's like, you have everyone fighting at the bottom, and then it's like, what the real problem is rich people trying to keep us down here at the bottom, worried about all this other nonsense bullshit, while they just keep getting richer and they're just living, the billionaire lifestyles, right? And we're over here arguing about who's president, who's, what celebrity did this, what celebrity did that, just all the nonsense, right? All the trendy stuff that's going on. And as soon as people realize that, it's like, yo, these motherfuckers are living like they're building. They have so much money they don't even know what to do with it, and we're over here struggling, and no one, they don't give a fuck about us. And as soon as people start like fighting and revolting against the rich, that's what they want to really prevent, bro. But in reality, like, what could that lead up to? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's
it sounds
scary.
cool, but it's like the consequences is it's disaster,
It's like
right?
it'll be like lawlessness,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. Either way, it's crazy, bro. Um, but yeah, man, that's just something like that's going on right there, bro. We'll see what happens, bro. I seen this one comment where they're saying Chipotle is going to be raising their prices 2%,
Oh
right?
shit.
And it was funny because the first comment on that video, it said who's the CEO, and it was like, bro, that comment had like 200,000 likes, bro.
Oh no, mommy, like two
Yeah,
hundred thousand, like
200,000 likes, bro. So I'm telling
damn.
you, this is changing the way that America is gonna be from now on, bro.
Yeah,
Because people are gonna be like, wait a second, who's running the show back
yeah,
there? Who's responsible for
yeah.
this
Who
shit? Like,
approved this shit?
yeah, they need to start being held,
Accountable for this
accountable.
shit.
And obviously, not necessarily, we're not condoning violence and none of that, but
But if you really think about it, way not the Chipotle side, right? But the other people that really affect people's lives. Like if people are dying because of you, you're really kind of killing them también, way. You know what I mean? So if somebody kills your ass, they just came and even out the score on their end.
yeah, yeah. Now, I mean,
I would go mad, bro. Like
I think it'd be crazy.
just talking in hypothetical or whatever. If something happened with a family member of yours and you knew that the whole situation was fucked and you lost that family member, way, you could do some things that you wouldn't, even think of, way. If you knew you could get a hold of somebody, you could touch somebody that was responsible for this shit, things might happen, way.
And that's also an example of anybody can get hit, bro. Like, it don't matter who you are, how much you're worth. Like, if someone wants to get you, bro, they're gonna get you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's just a little bit of that going on, man. But I also want to talk about this, bro. Andrew Schultz. Way. I don't know if you've seen any of Andrew Schultz, the response that he gave to a bar that he believes Kendrick was talking about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the people that don't know, excuse me.
He took a good pause on
We
that one.
we left
Eh,
people in suspense.
yeah, they're like, oh shit, what happened, way?
All right.
¿Qué
for,
pedo, güey?
for the people that don't know, on the first song on Kendrick's new album, it's called Whacked Out Murals.
Yeah.
At the end, towards the last verse, he has a bar that says, "Don't let no white comedian talk about a black woman like." No, he said, "Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law."
Yeah.
And then he says,
He made it an executive law right there.
"Yeah." So, and then he says, "I know propaganda is gonna work for you." And then he says something about the ninjas that are being groomed. Let the ninjas that are goons slide on both of them.
Highway.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, what he said back there, and I don't mean that with no disrespect, but he's basically saying, like, he's calling out for goons to ride on the people that are like the black people that are being okay with that, that are in that room, and that they're
letting disrespect slide, right?
And they're like, yeah, they might not be adding to it, but they're there. You know what I'm saying? And they're letting it be okay to be talked about that way.
Their laughs, their laughs to the remarks being said.
Right.
It's to Kendrick, it's offensive. It's like, this motherfucker, how you gonna sit there and laugh when someone's disrespecting our sisters?
Yeah, our sisters, huh? But bro, I think that's pretty dope, bro. I think that's pretty dope for a person like Kendrick Lamar to stand up and be like, yo, that we ain't down with that. You guys, like, cause comedy's one thing, right? It's cool to make jokes, it's cool to do this and that, but we've all heard certain jokes where we're like, damn, that those motherfuckers really don't give a fuck that they're disrespecting black people like majorly right now, right? Yeah. Like comedians disrespecting Mexicans, unfortunately, there's so many Mexicans that are down with it that is like you can't even complain because Mexicans will be like, just vatos no aguanta nada, culeros. It's just a joke,
just vatos chillones, güey. No mames, güey. Like, you gonna let words hurt you? Like, who raised you? Words are hurting you,
right?
They're just fucking words, bro. I'm gonna go to his next show because I love him. You know, it's like, all right, man. Like, all right, bro. I come from a generation when we defended La Raza till the end.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. So Kendrick Lamar said that, and he didn't drop no names, but Andrew Schultz, I believe.
The shoe fit.
I'm guessing the shoe fit, right? So then he came back, and he just started. He was talking a lot of shit, right? He's basically saying like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna let hip hop artists tell us how to respect women because they have the history of respecting women, right?" Yeah. And talking about he referenced to a bar that said
basically some Snoop Dogg shit, right? Yeah,
it's like, "Oh, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks," and this and that, and it's like. And this is where I heard that and right away I already knew he fucked up. Because this is between you and Kendrick Lamar. Why are you bringing the whole rap industry into it? And why are you bringing up another rapper's lyrics into it? Now you're starting shit with everybody, bro. Like you're not even keeping this between you and Kendrick no more. You're attacking the whole hip hop community now and the whole hip hop artist, right?
That according to his content, he kind of moves within like the hip hop culture.
Right.
I'm not saying that he is.
And that he understands it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you truly understand the hip hop culture, then you know that you shouldn't be attacking the whole hip hop culture when one dude is saying something to you.
Yeah.
Allegedly, right? And then so Andrew Schultz was talking his shit back, and in that room there's like an Indian dude, he's another comedian. There's a white dude, which I believe he's a comedian, and then there's a black dude, right? On that podcast.
Yeah.
But then he has another podcast with Charlemagne. So I believe maybe Kendrick was talking about Charlemagne too. But in this case, the one where he has that, I forgot what the name of that podcast is.
I forgot.
But yeah, the one where he's with it's Andrew Schultz, the Indian dude, the white dude, and the black dude. Mm-hmm. That black dude, bro, I don't know if you saw that clip, but he looked uncomfortable as hell. He didn't want to say no word. He didn't really want to add no input. His laughs looked like very forced and like he looked like he was trying to maintain his blackness, and he was trying to maintain his job at the same time, bro. And
Oh shit!
I was like, bro,
I didn't catch all that,
bro, I did, way, and that's like a reminder, bro. Like, do good enough in your life that you never have to be sitting there and in such awkward situations, because there's Andrew Schultz didn't give a fuck about that black dude in the room. He was gonna say what he was gonna say to Kendrick, and that black dude's the one that has to be like, damn, I need a job, so I gotta just sit here and let this man do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
But in all reality, though, was that Andrew Schultz? He wasn't saying nothing racial. He's just attacking hip hop and Kendrick Lamar.
But then he did say, "Oh, you're being groomed. Like, do you feel like?"
Oh,
like,
he asked him that.
yeah,
Okay, I didn't even watch the episode. I just seen the clip, right? I just thought what Andrew Schultz was saying, it wasn't even that funny. You know what I mean? He's coming back as a comedian, and like, yeah, you're gonna have a upper hand on trying to be funny and a viral moment because you're a comedian,
right.
But I didn't think that shit was that funny for that whole couch to be laughing like they're just like for their boss, right? Like, oh yeah, you know, you're fucking hilarious, and I'm thinking like, bro, the shit you're saying is not funny, and it doesn't even compare to any level of like what Kendrick Lamar is talking about,
Right.
So,
and then he said something like, in reality, because he also referenced the part where he said, you know, for goons to slide on both of them, basically slide on the white comedians that talk shit about black women, and then the black dudes that are allowing it, that are in the room allowing it, right? And then he's like, if you really think about it, Kendrick's the one that's inciting violence against his own black people, you know, and shit like that, bro. And it's like
shit.
that shit was weak. But the thing that I didn't like, and I think that was stupid, is that Andrew Schultz was like, man, I'll make love to that man. I'll make love to Kendrick. Like, yeah, his security might be able to kick my ass. His homies might be able to kick my ass. But Kendrick, nah, I'll make love to that man. And I'll let him decide whether it was consensual or not.
Yeah.
So it's like you're saying you would rape a man, basically, right? And no one sees that as crazy, right? He's a comedian, and he's a white comedian. You know, we can't put that. We cannot say that white doesn't have anything to do. It doesn't affect it in any way, right? Because if a black comedian says something like that, bro, it hits a little harder for people, right? They take it a little more offensive. But anyways, he says, I'll make love to that man and I'll let him decide whether it's consensual or not, right? On his next episode with the other podcast with Charlamagne, he's like, he's complaining. Let me see if I can find it, bro. Now he's complaining about him getting death threats, bro.
Bro, you talk about somebody like Kendrick, like what the fuck you expect,
But not, you're not just, he wasn't just talking regular shit. You're talking about raping a dude.
Not only that way, by him mentioning it in that form, he's calling you like the bitch of all bitch, Like, you're such a pussy, you're so soft that I'll just make love to you. You can't do nothing about it, That shit pissed me off,
Yeah, I didn't like hearing that. But check this out.
Kendrick stands have been posting shit like telling me they're gonna take out my family on like pictures of my child, my daughter. God. You surprised by this? This is the nature of the game. Yeah, social media.
Oh my God.
Like, but he says that line. He says that line. His parent, his friend, some of his fans. The majority of his fans don't do anything. The majority of his fans are just like, they like hip hop. They think he's a great musician.
See, so
oh, that's like a Drake move.
On one episode, on one podcast, you're talking about, I'll make love to that man and I'll let him decide whether it's consensual or not. Yeah, I'm that tough guy. Yeah, what? You know, and then on the next one, it's like, his fans are threatening me on the picture with me and my child that they're gonna kill me and my family. He's like,
he's one of them people, bro, that every time now they have to put their kid involved in it so the whole world can be like empathetic.
Reminds me of somebody.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Those people, and not necessarily that dude, but anybody that's gonna throw the kid in the mix just so people can see them as the victim now, it's like, bro, come on, bro.
Bro, D.L. Hewley's a real one.
He is, I fuck with him.
And dude, this is his caption that he wrote. And this is, some people don't think white privilege is real, but just check this out. D.L. Hewley says, fuck out of here. This is the part where privilege enters the chat. Typical white privilege response. You don't get to be the aggressor and the victim. Be careful what you ask for. You might just get it, right?
Yeah.
And for people that don't get that, and maybe they never experienced it, but like, there's a lot of times where widows will say all this and that and do this and that, and then something gets said to them or something happens to them, and now they want to play victim when they created that. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like nobody else gets that. Excuse me. I feel like nobody else really gets that benefit but white people, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like white people will do something crazy, bro, and then they cause some shit that people end up kicking their ass. Then they call the cops and be like, yo, they jumped me. And then the cops get there and it's like they're already right away, like they're going to rescue the white person.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what happened here? And then you're like, well, he came at us doing this and that. And then, it's an awkward situation where it's like, oh, shit, we over here trying to save you, bro. And you started this. And, but anyways, that's the way I saw it. Was like the lamest shit ever, bro.
That was a bitch move, way. Like, don't talk. And this goes for anybody, way. It's not just this motherfucker, way. This goes for everybody. Don't talk tough. And when shit starts getting real, then change your stance. Don't if you're gonna act tough, step on it, bro. Stand on 10, way.
If you're gonna, it's just like this, bro. If I call a dude a bitch, and I'll be like, man, I'll rape your ass if I wanted to, right? Because that's basically what he's saying. He might be saying it in a nice way, saying I'll make love to him and I'll let him decide whether it's consensual or not. It's basically saying I'll rape him. If I said that to another dude, and I wouldn't expect any less. I wouldn't be surprised if he said, man, I'll kill you and your whole family. Say some shit like that. Or try me like that.
Or if you see him in the street, it's on site. Yeah. Way. He's you've done disrespected him to the max.
Whether at that point, even if I'm with my kid, I wouldn't be surprised, or you shouldn't be surprised if someone attacks you.
Yeah.
If you come that hard at somebody, you shouldn't be surprised that, oh, I was with my girl. Why I'm with my girl right now? Why you want to do this now? I'm with my kids right now. Nah. There's certain lines that you cross.
Gotcha, bitch.
That there's no boundaries anymore. I don't care if you're with your mama, with your family.
Yeah.
Let's step to the side, but we're gonna take care of business.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. So I think in this one, bro, I mean, we haven't gave up pendejo of the week for a while, but I think Andrew Schultz gets the pendejo of the week for trying to come out tough and then waving the white flag, no pun intended, waving the white flag as soon as a little bit of tension arises because of it.
And to be honest, I do see Andrew Schultz like a dude that moves around in the culture way.
Yeah. Like, honestly, bro, I think he's a funny dude.
Yeah, he's up there, bro. Like, he's one of the dudes that I can't recall watching one of his specials way, but if it comes up, I'm gonna watch it. I fuck with his comedy way. So that's why I was so surprised that he came at Kendrick like this. If you felt that Kendrick was attacking you, you could have just said, yo, is he talking about me? He didn't mention no names, so I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But by him just saying, I'll make love to you, bro, that I can't understand that level of disrespect and think that you're not gonna see any consequences to that. Yeah. Me as a grown ass man, I will never say that about another man, bro. Yeah. Because I know that there ain't no turning back from that.
Yeah.
That dude's gonna wanna fuck me up every time he sees me with.
Right. And maybe some people need to feel that type of pressure way. Yeah. Because some people need to get reminded, and some people need to get reminded that there's consequences, right? And Andrew Schultz's podcast partner, Charlamagne the God, is popular for saying the line of there's freedom of speech, or what is it that he says? He says something of like you have the freedom to say what you want, but you can't control how people react to what you say.
Something like that. Yeah.
I forgot how exactly he words it, but Charlamagne says that. So it's like, and that's true.
It's like saying like, you wanted to have a pushing match, but that other dude socked you in the face when you pushed him. Yeah. Like, no, like somebody's gonna react the way that they're gonna react, type shit, right?
Yeah, and it's just it's just one of those things, bro. That sometimes people their ego doesn't want to let them allow themselves to feel like they got punked. And it's like if a name wasn't dropped, you could have really just stayed out of it.
You could have, way.
You know what I'm saying? Not add more fucking gas to the fire.
There's another comedian, bro. His name, it starts with a G. Wait, what's that dude's name? Like Greg, or
what does he look like?
He's the dude that one time.
Oh, the white comedian.
Yeah, he came into a Breakfast Club interview one time dressed as Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah.
Like he mentioned something about like, oh, is Kendrick talking about me or something? But he made it in a humorous shit. You know, like, you're a comedian, so he kept it comedy and he responded to it. Andrew Schultz wanted to get gangster with it, way. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're not about the life, bro, don't say you're gonna make love to another man, way. Because
in a room full of nerds, way. Like, yeah, they're all comedians. They're funny. The Indian dude is funny too.
Yeah,
but you guys are nerds, way. Like, don't forget where you stand.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, there's slick talking nerds that can talk some funny shit,
and they're good at it.
Yeah. But then the consequences come, or some real shit pops up off of it, and this is how they respond.
Yeah,
they want to start waving the flag, and can you believe that they're saying this and that, and it's like,
they took it seriously. Oh my god, I'm a fucking comedian. I do this shit for a living. Wait, like I said, I wouldn't say nothing. I know real gangsters that would never talk like this about another man, mm-hmm. because they know somebody will pop you for talking some shit like this, way. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a difference between calling somebody a bitch, way. Right. There's a difference between saying, "Oh, that dude's soft. He ain't." Mm-hmm. I'll make love to you.
But it's also like, you don't know someone's response to certain words, right? Because there's motherfuckers, bro. I've known motherfuckers, bro, that you could call them a bitch, and then they'll be like, man, whatever, fuck you, right? And they'll walk it off, right? But then you tell them, man, fuck you and your mama. Oh. Don't talk about my mama, man. Oh, yeah. You never talk about my mama. Yeah. It's like, you don't know what's gonna trigger a motherfucker, bro.
I don't talk about nobody's mama.
Exactly. Me neither, right? Because you don't know what that can spark, right? But you could call someone a bitch. They might take it worse being called a bitch than you might take it. Yeah. Someone call, fuck you, bitch. Yeah, fuck you, hoe. And you keep it moving, right?
There's some dudes that I've seen. Even Fat Joe has said at this point in his life, way, that if somebody calls him a bitch, he has to kill him, way. He's like, yo, I'm from the Bronx, bro. Nobody calls you a bitch, way. You got to kill him. You know, so
you gotta go hard on the motherfucker, bro.
And I feel like Andrew Schultz and the crew that he has, way, again, talented comedians, way, dope, but they're the same guys that didn't grow up like we grew up, way. Like, I didn't grow up making the mama jokes, way. You know what I mean? Oh, your mama. Oh, that's what your mom. You know, hey, what you do yesterday? Oh, I was with your mom. Like, bro, we didn't grow up with stuff like that, way. Cause that's instant.
That's not what your mama said last night.
Yeah, way. I learned that quick, especially as soon as we got to Minneapolis, way. Don't talk about nobody's mom, way. Yeah. That shit ain't funny. Motherfuckers will fuck you up, boy. You know, so
Canelo was an example of how you don't talk about people's mamas, bro. He went wild on Caleb playing because he thought he talked about his mama, bro. Right. It's just some people don't. Even if you think someone said something about your mama, you're going all out.
Don't bring kids. Don't bring mamas, way. I seen the UFC fighter Bones. He was really, in his last fight, he was really pissed off at his opponent, because he felt that he talked about his kids somehow. And you know, when they had a face off, he's like, so he said something about like, I'm gonna make you regret what you said about my kids. And the other dude was like, he wasn't talking shit back. He said, dude, I never talked about your kids, way. Like knowing how serious it is, way. Yeah. Moms and kids, keep them out, way.
Yeah. So, man, that's just a reminder, man. Like, don't start no shit. There wouldn't be no shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't. It's also the fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we're at now. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we gotta get that video, way. That's a fucking legendary video of that white dude that was like explaining something like so smart, way. He's all like, you see this? This is somebody fucking around. And this percentage right here is the finding out. What this tells you is the more you fuck around,
the more you're going to find out.
The more chances of you finding out.
Bro, yeah, man, that's wild, bro. So, I mean, we're living in the time, bro, where we got comedian homies, and we respect the comedian career,
Space.
the comedian space,
Yeah.
the career they take, and yeah, when people push when people push the envelope, you know what I'm saying? That's another weasel talk right there. When people push the envelope, sometimes it can be funny, right?
And you kind of give them like credit for it,
You're
like,
like, oh
wow,
shit, like okay, that was kind of funny.
you delivered it
Um,
nicely.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Me and my girl were recently watching the stand up comedy like 2 nights ago, and it was like something that Netflix like pushes. They push like the popular 10 or something, like the popular whatever. And it was a white comedian, bro. I don't remember his name, but he was pushing the envelope so much on like pedophile shit, bro. And,
Oh, fuck.
and it was like, bro, this is like you let one go, and it's like okay, whatever. That was like weird, but all right, let's see what else you got, right? And he just kept pushing the envelope on like pedophile shit, bro, like kids, and it's kind of like, bro, this is not even funny, bro. We have to just cut it.
That kills the vibe.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I'm trying to chill with my girl and have a good time, bro. I'm not trying to be fucking. This is semi disturbing over here, bro.
Yeah.
So there is one thing pushing the envelope, and there's another thing just kind of putting your own dirty thoughts out there, bro, or weird thoughts out there, bro. But either way, if you're ever gonna be a comedian that's gonna be say a racist joke or a sexist joke or any type of joke, it better be funny. You know what I'm saying? Because people will at least you have a better chance of people forgiving you for what you said. Because if it's not funny, then it just comes off as plain racist, sexist, or whatever.
Sometimes they're super like, they're more racist than funny. Like if there was like a voting deal, but you'll always have those Mexicans in the comments that be like, I'm Mexican and I think it's funny. And you always want to fucking just slap the shit out that motherfucker where you're like, motherfucker, dude. Like, and then you'll see like, I'm Latino and I found nothing wrong with it. Like, you bitch, you pussy motherfucker.
We know who you motherfuckers voted for. That's a dead giveaway.
That's funny,
yeah, man. You know what, bro? Like, yeah, bro. That's very popular these days, bro. Where people say they belong to that group and they say I belong to this group and I okay this message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, shut your bitch ass up. You don't represent us.
Mi barrio ya no es mi barrio, Holmes.
But yo, man, another thing, just to finish it off on some regular shit, bro. Bro, like we had a rental at our Airbnb, right?
Yeah.
It was cool, it was a little it's crazy when the thought of people being in your house, it's like it's a thought, but then when it's actually happening, you're like, oh shit, that's so weird that people are in my house right now, like sitting on those couches. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird, like sleeping on the beds we set up. It's at first like the idea of it is like, oh yeah, this is a business and this is what happens. But then when you're like getting like notifications on your Ring camera and you're like, oh, that's them, or oh, they're in our house and all that, it's like it gets very real, right? But after the whole deal, bro, like it's crazy because me and my girl went and we're cleaning the house, right?
Yeah.
So we get in cleaning mode, and it's so weird, bro, that like I haven't even talked to my girl about it, but like we kind of hopped into like cleaning mode, right? But we've worked in cleaning before, right? We've cleaned like offices and like not hotel rooms. Oh shit. Yo, God bless the people that clean the hotels, especially after Valentine's Day.
After I've been in it.
No
shit.
Yo, lazy. Yo, them beds were in the same spot. The under sheets weren't even untucked, lazy.
We didn't make it to the bed. You know that movie scenes where that as soon as you hit the door, all the clothes starts ripping off with?
Yo, lazy, you've never experienced that in your life, lazy. You calmly did all that, bro. There was no passion like that, bro. No way, but we kind of hopped into cleaning mode, right? So like it's crazy how like your past experience and jobs way like kicks in without you even knowing sometimes, right? Because we used to like go clean offices and what was the apartments, right? We cleaned apartments.
Oh, okay. But you cleaned like the hallways and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like. You didn't clean inside.
Yeah, but the office buildings, yeah, we would clean inside the cubicles and the bathrooms, the kitchens, and all that. So like one of my things was like cleaning bathrooms, right? That's like
I hate it.
It
I hate
sucks,
cleaning
right?
my own bathroom.
right. But like when you clean bathrooms, like at a job like that, like in limpieza, you get a process, bro. So it was crazy, bro, because I just hopped in the bathroom, and then we're clean. I'm cleaning them, bro, and it's like I'm doing the same process as I used to clean the bathrooms is at these offices, right? And it's crazy how like past experience makes this so much easier now.
Yeah.
Because you're not cleaning it like it's like it's like secondhand nature the way you're cleaning it.
Yeah.
It's not like
You
shit.
know, like the standards that need to be held for like a clean room or a clean bathroom and shit like that.
all that, bro. So it was kind of crazy, bro, and it was kind of I guess it was kind of cool, right? Because you take the space from being messy or whatever you could say, and then you get it back to its the way it should look, bro. It's somewhat satisfying, right? When you get everything clean back and do all that, bro. And that's one thing that I was thinking about, bro. It was like, man, like it's crazy how all your past experience and work can lead to helping when you're doing a whole different type of field, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that cleaning experience that I have is really helping me out when we do that. And then like it goes for everybody, bro. Like I feel like our older bro, he has so much experience and what he can do, like as far as like installing lights, he can damn near do everything in the house, right?
He could build a house probably.
Like Mo's the realest Mexican in our family, man. He could do damn near everything when it comes to building something. But it's like the more you know, bro, like it's like you're just valuable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so crazy how much value you can bring to something just by taking the experience that you've learned in every job that you had, bro.
And value equals dollars, way.
It does, way.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like, if you're valuable at one thing and you get a job, yeah, you're gonna be getting paid really good money, right? But if you have value in so many different things as you're doing different businesses or like different ventures that you're doing, then you're valuable in different spaces that are helping you be able to be successful in everything that you're doing together, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, wait. I think even me with the job that I had when we were working on boats and jet skis, some of that shit would kick in. You know what I mean? Just automatic like tools and different procedures that we had to do. So yeah, that's dope.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I think people that sometimes you're in a job that you're like, man, like I don't want to do this shit forever. This ain't for me. Like I feel like sometimes you don't even know how that's gonna help you one day in the future. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel right now.
Did you ever work at Burger King?
I worked at Subway. Subway was the only fast food restaurant I worked at.
That to be honest though, I worked a lot at Burger King and then Subway también, customer service también, it adds value, You know what I mean? Like I didn't, you don't think about this shit when you're a kid. You're just trying to get that paycheck at the end of, the 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's like, how do I help this customer have a good experience?
Yeah.
Get him the sandwich exactly like he wants it. You know what I mean? And all that shit. So, now that we're, doing business and shit, you want to deliver the same, like we talked about it before. When we not confront, but when we approach a customer, like we want to give them a professional experience,
welcoming Yeah.
But we come in uniform. Like you're gonna see us like this week, next week we're gonna have a similar uniform. So
yeah,
we come with a professional approach because of all the jobs that we've had that have kind of prepped us to be in that professional mode.
Yeah. No, and that's exactly how it has to be. We just got to learn from what we've done before and implement that into what we're doing now. You know what I mean? Because honestly, like customer service, and that's like a big deal. Dealing with people and helping people, that's a big deal. Like I've seen I've seen smart people at jobs that I've had, really smart people.
The smartest people.
The smartest people, the brightest people. Stay in lower position jobs just because they're too shy to really voice themselves and give their ideas and all that, bro. And it's like, and then you see,
I've been there.
you seen the motherfuckers, bro, que les vale madre, way. They're just like, oh, we should do this. Oh, you know what, John? That's a great idea. We should do that. And they're just like, man, I think we should do something like this. And it's just like they're just talking shit, just saying whatever the fuck comes to their mind.
And your better idea, you're just keeping it to yourself. It's like, oh, this would actually work a lot better.
But I don't need this type of pressure. I'm gonna just keep doing the best at what I'm doing now, and one day they're gonna grab me and bring me to the top because they see my potential.
Yeah.
But
someone's gonna save me one day.
It didn't like that way. So that's why it's like, to me, like, that's one of my things that I try to work on. Because that's something that you could always continue to work on, is like being better, right? Being more outspoken, not being scared to share your ideas, all that, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm very conscious about my kids. I want my kids to be like, to feel comfortable in talking their ideas, sharing their ideas, even if it doesn't go as that. Just don't be scared to share it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because in the jobs nowadays, bro, like and basically any job, the people that aren't scared to talk in front of a group, the people that aren't scared to share their ideas, the people that aren't scared to be the leader in certain groups, they're the ones that are gonna get ahead in whatever job you're in, whatever career you're in. It's gonna be those motherfuckers that have this crazy confidence and this courage to just be able to lead people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
just good communication skills.
Yeah,
bro.
good communication, and that's the kind of kids we gotta raise.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, man, just with that, we'll leave it there for this week, man. But yeah, man, shout out to everyone rocking with us. We're getting close to the end of the year, man. Hopefully everyone was able to accomplish a lot of the things that they have on their list. And if I guess we'll talk about like resolutions on the closer to the end of the year.
Yep.
But and we'll share some of our we can share some of the ways we do things and how we plan things, and hopefully it can help people out. And if people that listen to us, if they have certain techniques that they use or tricks that they use, they can share it with us. And
yeah, because some people like will message us and be like, hey, like, how do you like create your vision board, or like what's the process of you guys setting your goals, or stuff like that. And sometimes it can get lost in like texting. Sometimes it's just way too much to text, so we'll have one of those episodes that we'll break down how we do our vision boards, how we
what I'm seeing, what some podcasts are doing, bro. They're answering pre-recorded messages. I think that'd be kind of cool, way. If we got like people to send in messages, and then we can play the message, and then we give our response to it.
Oh, that'd be dope, way.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Are you releasing that option now or at a later point?
I mean, we could do it now, way. I don't know how they would send it in.
Well, they could just, on Instagram, I don't know if you could do a voice recording. I think you can.
Yeah, you can.
So like if you just do a voice recording of like whatever you want to ask, right? Or whatever question you have, we'll play it on right here live while we're recording, and then
can respond to
it. Yeah, that'd be dope. Whoever has the courage, man, start dropping your voice recordings, and we'll respond on the episode.
Hell yeah. But all right, man, we're gonna leave it at that. Shout out to everyone rocking with the pod. Hope everyone has a dope ass week, productive week, and this Smiley and I'm out.
This Lazy, I'm out. Peace out, mi gente.